Snapchat to see if anyone can see.
Did you click on the link? Onto Snap?
Interesting. I sent a chat out here just to see if it's working, but I haven't heard anyone. Harp out. Quick shot by Hardy, misses the net. Resurge comes away. The Resurge in the black. Dinos in the white. Good job by Cruiser to step up. Great job by Cruiser. She's going to find Joan. Captain Joan circles the net. Chapman and Matiso come out. Engelson finishes the change. Chapman drops to Matisse. Ran a backhand. And Chapman in a battle along the boards. 3 Resurge players there. Good. Another great stick check by Katie Chapman. Chapman drops to Lister. Lister over the blue to Russell. Russell looks at options. She's going to throw it way down low for Lister. Good. Great communication by Lister, as always. Lister, Russell head out. Tilford comes out. Tilford over to Brown. Brown back down to Tilford. Tilford misplays the ring. Shot doesn't get through. 5 seconds. Shot hits the back of the net. Still no reset. Brown's desperation shot, so ref will blow it down. Whoa. Ref is giving it back to the Dinos, so maybe he thought one of those shots got through on net. Clearly it didn't, but that's okay. Dinos ring. Tilford off to Brown. Brown drops to Tilford. Tilford back pass to Brown. Goalie quickly plays it behind the net. Brown giving chase on her defender. Good stick by Brown. And an excellent job by Radford to follow her player all the way back to the far blue line. So great man-on positioning by Radford. Brown across the top to Stevenson. Good stop by Stevenson. Shot hits a shin pad, doesn't get through. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Brown down to Tilford. Tilford stripped of the ring, but a good check by Stevenson. Radford unaware that the ring goes past her, but she gets speed. She gets back, and I'll pick up the ring. All right, Kelly says she can hear, so it's all good.
Did you see a scoreboard?
I'm not sure. I'll ask in a sec here. All right, Resurge gains the blue line. They'll slow things down. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Fortunate misplay by Resurge. It'll be Dinos ring, but then Radford skates through the crease and the ref blows it down, and the ring will go back down to Resurge. So one ref here today at Normal Bush, pulling double time. Resurge with the ring. Riley Chapman, Hardy at center in place of Olivia Sharp. The Sharp family vacation continues in Saskatoon. Resurge control the ring. Good reset by Resurge. Once again, Resurge wearing the black jerseys. Dinos in white. Goaltender LV making 11th, 12th consecutive start. Campbell still on the injured reserve. Good stab by Resurge. Excellent pad save by LV. Resurge with the fresh 30 on the clock. Hardy at the top. Kuzler and Chapman at the bottom. Penalty coming up to Dinos. Not sure what happened there, but ref raises his arm. I believe it's either going to go to Hardy or Riley Chapman. So 4 in for Resurge on the delayed call. Hardy will touch the ring. Chapman's going to get called for a slash. 15:22 left here in the first half. So Chapman off for slashing. So we're playing at Norma Bush today. Norma Bush Arena is a difficult ringette arena. Very small neutral zone. Very small between the blue lines. So teams are going to have a hard job getting out of their zone and over the blue with a very tight neutral zone. So watch for that. All right, Resurge with the ring. Nice little sauce pass. You don't see that ringette very often. A great saucer pass. Elvie easily stops that. Lister. She's shaking big. She goes behind the net. Good back pass to Russell. Good outlet by Russell there. Russell, a couple moves around her players. Up to Katie Chapman. Chapman to Engelson. Chapman, Lister, and Engelson. Now Lister will back out. Defense unaware to go in on the penalty. Now Russell joins in. Goalie ring. Minute 9 left in the penalty to Riley Chapman. Goaltender for Resurge throws to her left. Check that, her right. Resurge comes away with it. Great job by Russell. If you can really play good man on in this arena, you're going to have the benefit all game long. Quick shot high over the net by the Resurge player. Tilford. Bothering her center at the top. Matiso at the top. Patrolling the ringette line. Tilford, Russell, and Lister out there. Shot doesn't get through. Resurge comes away with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 7 seconds there on the shot clock across the top. Weak shot gets low. Elvie quickly moves it to Lister. Lister up to Russell. Good 2 on checking here by Resurge. Russell's tripped up on the play. Resurge, quick shot, tries to go 5-hole. Elvie shuts the door quickly. Definitely an opening there. Elvie's going to hold on. And 5 seconds left in the penalty to Riley Chapman. The Dinos will make changes. $13.30 left here in the first. Oh, great stick by Shepard, and then an even better save by Elvie on the pre-planned play by Resurge off the free pass. All right, Chapman out of the box. Both teams back to full strength. Cross-ice pass. The ref stands his ground. They never seem to want to move. Always in the play. Quick shot, Elvie equal to the task. She'll pick it up. She'll throw behind the net to Shepard. Shepard up to Radford. Radford across to Brown. Good man on by Resurge, though. As I stated earlier, if you can play a great man on in this rink, it's going to be very difficult to gain the neutral zone. Resurge quickly move the ring over the blue line. Radford with all kinds of time. She'll skate it back behind her net. Resurge dropping back between the Blues. Oh, and a good stab off the bench by Resurge. Quick move on the good stop by Elvie on the great breakout by Resurge. Elvie's going to throw high. Brown's got to be quick. Brown looking at options. She'll find Hardy, pass behind Hardy, but find Stevenson. Great job by Kuzler to get over the blue line. That might be one thing to notice. If the D are activated, it gives more options to gain the blue line here. So, quick shot by Joan. So, Dinos, not much offense here so far in the first half. The play's been predominantly down in the Dino zone. Whistle goes, it'll be Dinos ring at center. So watch for that D to maybe activate. Gives players a little bit more options to getting over the blue lines. So Russell over to Lister. Lister will gain the ringette line. Good job by Lister. She gains speed behind the net. She drops down to Heisler. Heisler fakes the drop to Tilford across the top to Joan. Joan's shot hits the face of the Resurge goalie. Tilford will pick up, so lots of time on the clock here. Tilford back to Joan. Joan down low to Heisler. Heisler, the Airju product, former Sting. Finds Joan, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Joan across the top. Her quick shot. Good reset. Good reset by Joan. And Heiser comes away with it. Joan heads off for a change. Heiser's going to head off for a change. Heiser drops to Tilford. Out comes Engelson and Matiso. Tilford across the top. Now Tilford will head off. Matiso with the ring. Out comes Katie Chapman. Matiso to Chapman. Chapman with the backhand high. Good reset though by Katie. Katie down low to Engelson. Engelson can't make the stab. And Resurge comes away with it. Resurge goes cross ice D to D. Big A in the blue. And Resurge just throw a weak backhand towards Elvie. Elvie quickly plays it to Russell. Good job by Russell to move her feet coming out of her zone. Engelson to Russell. Back to Engelson. Good try on the give and go there. But the rolling ring, tough for Engelson to stab. Oh, penalty coming up to Dinos. Ref hesitated putting his arm up there. And it'll be the other Chapman. Katie this time heading off for tripping. Randy Engelson appropriately on the music. DJ Engels. Weak shot. Stopped by Elvie. Tilford will come away with it. She'll gain some speed behind her net. One check. Tilford around one check. She throws it up to center. Stevenson can't handle it. Tilford in hot pursuit after her own ring. Stevenson grabs the loose ring. She got Stevenson and Tilford down low. Stevenson keeps, fires wide. High and off the goalie. Good reset there by Stevenson. Tilford across the top to Radford. Radford can't handle the ring. And Resurge comes away with it. Radford, Hardy, and Shepard. Minute 14 left in the penalty to Katie Chapman. Good ring movement by Resurge, but the steady Shepard will come pick up the loose ring. Shepard bounces it off the wall. Brown can't handle it. Gonna have to watch the transition by Resurge. They are quick to move the ring everywhere on the ice, and it catches the Dinos off guard. So Radford picks it up. She's gonna go across to Shepard. Shepard wisely across to Hardy. Hardy can't handle it cleanly, but in all alone. Hardy with a shot misses the net. So good opportunity by the streaking Hardy. She's gonna head off. 35 seconds left in the penalty to Chapman. Brown down low to Kuzler, but Kuzler not ready for the pass. Brown will pick it up. Fresh 30 for the Dinos. Brown across to Tilford. Tilford at the top. Shot doesn't get through. Riley Chapman there to pick it up. Good job by Riley Chapman. She's hauled down, and it's going to be a delayed penalty to Resurge. Elvie heads to the bench. Dinos slow things down. They'll go 4 in. Hardy, Joan, Riley Chapman. Riley with a quick shot. Oh, and a good try by Riley Chapman. Top corner was there, but a good stop and a fresh 30. So Joan to Tilford. Down to Chapman. Chapman back to Tilford. Tilford shot. Finds the back of the net. Good low shot by Tilford. Low stick side. And the Dinos are up 1-0. Good play by Riley Chapman to jump in on the 4 finds Tilford high. Tilford in a good shooting lane, waits and finds low blocker. on the delayed penalty, so it'll be 1-0. Sharps on a scouting mission out to Saskatoon. Find any future dinos. All right, Elvie, 1 save, 2 save, covers up the rebound. She throws low to Hardy. Hardy drops to Kuzler. Kuzler, nothing but time. Up to Heisler. The sure-handed Heisler is going to find Joan in all alone. Good job by Joan sneaking behind the defense. Some good stick work by Heisler and Chapman to block the pass out to the neutral zone. Resurge taking their time, getting out of the blue, getting out of their own zone. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Chapman and the Lethbridge player going dangerously after that loose ring. But fortunately, no one goes hard into the boards there. Those are always dangerous, man. 2 players that speedy going quick for the ring. Back to the boards. All right, Kuzler comes away with it. Kuzler up to center. Matiso there. Matiso can't handle the ring. The Resurge defender quickly around her net. She's bothered by Engelson. Missed stab, picked up by Katie Chapman. Katie Chapman's going to go far side. Matiso in all alone. Matiso winds, fires, misses the net. Great vision shown by Katie Chapman to find Matiso there. Engelson down low to Matiso. Matiso the quick stab. The shot goes high and wide. It's going to be goalie ring with 6 minutes left in the first half. Resurge goalie throws to her left. Good stab by the Resurge forward and a great back pass on the player who sneaks behind Russell. Great job by Elvie. Elvie has been tested often today and has come up big when called upon and often called upon. Matiso behind the back pass to Lister. Lister can't handle it. Or check that, Russell can't handle it. Resurge getting behind the Dinos D again. So one thing Dinos are going to have to correct moving forward is playing a better man-on and awareness where their player is on the ice at all times. So Elvie picks up. She throws to Russell. Russell drops to Lister. Lister. She has to put on the brakes. She'll find Stevenson. Stevenson. Back down to the speedy Lister. Good job by Lister to gain the zone. Lister with speed. She's boxed out by her player in the triangle. Stevenson across the top. Weak shot. Hits the post. So maybe not how hard you fired on the replacement of the shot by Stevenson off the post. 4.5 to go here in the first. Brown bothering her player. Great job by Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Resurge. The rolling ring gets past Tilford and the Resurge player. Now Tilford settles it down. She's coming out of her end, looking at options. She tries to throw it to Shepherd. Goes right by her. Tough neutral zone here at Norma Bush. Very, very small and creates problems for both teams trying to get out of their own zone. Just so much traffic. Elsa Shepherd squeezed off the ring there. Resurge player goes, oh, great job by Elvie. Resurge player finds the backdoor weasel, but Elvie comes in. Tilford skates it over the blue line. Resurge bench goes bananas. Oh, and Joan fires a shot off the crossbar. Riley Chapman picks up the ring. She finds Kuzler. Great pass by Kuzler. Go cross ice to Heisler. Heisler with a backhand. Good reset by Heisler there. Fresh 30. Hardy, Joan, and Heisler. Hardy shot off the pad of the Resurge goalie. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Hardy behind the back pass to Joan, but it's picked off by the Resurge defender. And look at the speed of Resurge coming out of their own zone, getting behind the Dinos D. Kuzler in a battle down low. Resurge player comes away with it. Quick shot, doesn't get through. On Elvie. Good tracking by goaltender Elvie. Covers up with a quick pad save on the back door. Good job by Elvie. Matiso. Riley Chapman jumps over the blue. Riley Chapman with speed. She turns away from the net with no shooting lane. She'll drop to Matiso. Riley Chapman heads off on a change. Matiso down to Engelson. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Engelson. Shot doesn't get through. Resurge puts it back to the goalie. Lethbridge player to center. That's over both blue lines. Lister will pick it up. Matiso up to Engelson. Engelson tries to sneak it over to Katie Chapman, but the Lethbridge defender, Speedy on the back check, will pick it up. Resurge, they're sneaking players past us all period here, so we're definitely going to have to make adjustments. Minute and a half left in the first. Chapman at the top in a battle. Russell comes away with it. Good job by Russell. She's tripped up, no call. Russell up to Engelson. Good man on by Resurge. Cross ice, easily out of their own zone is Resurge. Tilford comes back for it. Tilford finds Matiso. Matiso in all alone. She shoots. Stopped by the goaltender. Engelson in a battle with two Resurge players. Matiso comes back. 30 seconds. We got a fresh 30 here. Matiso will slow things down. 42 seconds. Over to Engelson. Engelson can't get the shot away in time. And Resurge throws it all the way down the ice. Shepard quickly back to grab the loose ring. Shepard blows by her player. Throws it to center. But then the Resurge player steps up. Dino skate through the crease. And it'll be Resurge with 20 seconds left in the first half, which has been controlled offensively by Resurge. The Dinos up 1-0. Quick shot. Elvie steers it clear. Kuzler picks up the loose ring. Kuzler looking at options. She finds Tilford. Tilford back past to Chapman. Maybe one last defensive chance here. Brown, 5 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Brown shot doesn't get through. Buzzer sounds. And at the end of one, it's Dinos 1. Resurge. No score. So, Chap, I think Dinos are lucky to be up 1. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're winning the battles hard. But Elvie's MVP, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Good. Thanks for coming out.
I've been following you pretty faithfully.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, this one, the problem is this is an external mic, so he's mic'd up. Okay. So that's the microphone, and it doesn't fit in here. So I got to find another. The other one I had broke. I dropped it. It shattered yesterday, so this is what I.
Looking over here, I can easily spin.
Yeah. Usually. A little sloppy. Yeah.
All right. Start of the second half. 20 minutes on the board, so we must only have an hour ice time here because there's 20 minutes to start the first half and 20 minutes to start the second half. So as opposed to our usual 23 minutes and 23 minutes. All right, 1-0 Dinos. Tilford, Stevenson, Brown. Hardy looks like she's moving back defensively. Hardy will pick it up. Hardy up to Brown. Brown and Hardy in a battle for it. Brown finds Hardy. Hardy back to Brown. Brown drop pass to Tilford. Tilford has to spin back and get it. Brown. Good pick. Great pick by Brown at the top there. Oh, and that's a good call. The ref right there to make the call. It skates over the blue line with the ring. So good opening pressure by the Dinos. Some offensive zone pressure. Good to see. Okay, so maybe Dinos might be going down to 2 centers. No, they got Riley Chapman playing center. So Chapman and Hardy make the switch. Joan tripped up. That's what happens when you keep those legs moving, deer run style. You draw penalties. All right, Joan, over to Chapman. Out comes Katie. So 4 in Dinos here. So Dinos to the power play. Lineup adjustment brought to you appropriately by Russell Chiropractic. If you're looking for an adjustment, go see Al Russell at Russell Chiropractic. All right, that adjustment is Hardy back to D. Riley Chapman playing center in the second half. So we'll see what happens here. All right, Joan picks up the ring. The speedy Joan who just drew the penalty. She takes her time. She finds Heisler. Heisler's shot. Oh, and a good try by Heisler to sneak that 5-hole, but the Resurge goalie covers up. Heisler and Joan, great 2-on checking down there, but the Resurge defender will throw it up to center. DDD goes Resurge. Resurge just throws it deep. But the speedy Chapman comes away with it. Good job by Riley Chapman. She finds Katie. Resurge goes across ice. Resurge is going to have to be careful not to go too many men as it's by the bench. 1:05 left in the Dinos power play. Oh, great job by Lister to come away with that loose ring. She goes D-to-D with Russell. Russell's going to settle things down. Russell up to Matiso. Matiso back to Lister, or back to Russell who joins the play. Good job by Russell. She'll find Katie Chapman. Chapman will slow things down. Finds Matiso across the top. Matiso shot through traffic, scores! Katie Chapman finds Matiso at the top, and Matiso uses the center as the screen, the Resurge center as a screen, puts it between her legs and low blocker. Yeah. And Matiso finds the back of the net, so Dinos 2. Resurge 0 on the power play marker by Matiso. Good pass by Katie Chapman. And a great job by Matiso to use the screen and find the back of the net. So some struggles at the penalty box, trying to clear the penalty off the board. As stated earlier, only one ref today. So he's getting his cardio workout. And he's going to have some extra change in his pocket. Pulling double time today. All right, Resurge gained the zone. 17 and a half left in the first. Resurge at the top. Quick shot off the post. Off the outside of the post. Bradford in a battle down low. Resurge comes away with it. Katie Chapman at the top. Bradford and Shepard out defensively for the Dinos. Quick shot. LV equal to the task. Good job by LV today. Definitely the best player on the ice for the Dinos today. Bradford. Over to her partner, Shepard. Shepard will gain the ringette line. Shepard with speed tries to go inside, outside on her defender. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Engelson away with it. She's got Matiso way down low. Engelson going 1-on-4. Drop past to Tilford. Tilford shot high and wide. Good job by Engelson to suck in 3 Resurge defenders, then leave the ring for Tilford. So good opportunity there. Matiso, loose ring. She's going to drop for Tilford. Tilford's got 2 men on her. She'll throw down low to Engelson. Engelson doesn't have the stab, but now picks up the loose ring. 20 seconds, lots of time on the shot clock. With the quick shot, and Resurge comes away with it. Resurge up to center. Good job by the Dinos to back check and get set up in the triangle. Matiso and Engelson head off. Out come Brown and Stevenson. Resurge errant pass. Goes to the corner, but they pick it up. Kuzner in a battle. Good job by Kuzner and Tilford to close on their player. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Hardy comes away with it. Hardy goes cross ice to her partner, Kuzler. Kuzler up to Stevenson. Stevenson doesn't handle the stab, and Resurge comes away with it. Kuzler in great positioning. Great ring protection, but hey, ref, maybe get your feet out of the cement there and you can move. Sets the pick on Kuzler. Kuzler again, picks up the ring. She's knocked down. Reset. So, Resurge pick up the ring. They go cross ice. Outweighed out. It finds the back of the net. But I'm going to blame that goal solely on the ref, who sets a pick on Kuzler coming out of his own. Dino Vision, we're biased on this broadcast, so Lister. She's going to throw deep down too. Good interception though, but and a good battle by Chapman to recover the loose ring. So 2-1 the score for the Dinos. Chapman stick check by Resurge. Resurge showing a little bit of life after that goal. Good job by Lister. Great job by Lister. She's going to find Heiser. Heiser will settle things down. She circles behind the net. 24 seconds on the shot clock, so lots of time. She goes back past to Joan. Joan tries to sneak one in short side. Chapman and Joan 2-on-2 battle down low. Resurge comes away with it. Resurge over both lines, so Russell's there. Russell quickly to Joan. Russell's going to get going. Joan up to Heiser. Heiser 1-on-1. No shooting lane, so Heiser takes it away. Good job by Joan to find that loose ring. Katie Chapman goes 1-on-1 with her player. Chapman's back shot. And hits the ref's calling that a goal. Good job by Katie Chapman, 1-on-1 with her player. And she finds the back of the net. What's going on? How you doing, buddy? I'm all mic'd up here, so just a heads up. Are you around here for a bit? Where you living? You just get here? Okay, I'll find you a second. So good job by Chapman to go 1-on-1. I like those odds on Katie Chapman goes 1-on-1 with any player. I'm giving the edge to Katie Chapman. Chapman over to Radford. Good stab by Engelson. Great stab by Engelson to come back for that ring. She's going to go to D, the defenseman Shepard. Back to Engelson. Engelson sneaks one in. Engelson. Not sure how much time was left on the reset there, but might have been just looking for a reset. And fools the Resurge goalie. So 2 quick goals by the Dinos in the last 60 seconds, and a 2-1 lead now becomes 4-1. All right, Resurge at the ring. They'll pump one down low. 13 and a half to go in the second half. Good job by Topher to get into shooting like that. No, that's just good, solid checking by the Elmira product. But yet she's going to get called. That's just solid play by Brown. An unfortunate call. And she's going to go sit out for 2 for tripping. Nothing wrong with that. Good positioning, good stick work by number 22. But unfortunate, the official sees it differently. All right, Resurge power play. Hardy, Tilford, and Kuzler. Backdoor goes Resurge. Hardy putting on pressure. This is a good rink to apply pressure. Small neutral zone or small offensive zone. So Kuzler, she bounces it off D to D with Hardy. Kuzler joins the play. Good job by Kuzler. Kuzler protects the ring. She'll find Tilford. Tilford will settle things down. She's going to try a shot through the screen. Resurge goalie throws high. Kuzler all over the ice this shift. Great shift by Kuzler. She's going to find Stevenson. Stevenson back to Tilford. Tilford down low to Hardy. Kuzler goes off for a much-needed change, as does Tilford. Hardy will slow things down. 1:09 left in the penalty to Brown. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Riley Chapman all by herself down low. Chapman drops to Joan. Joan's shot doesn't get through. Off the leg, and now finally does get through the Resurge play. Look at Joan. The speedy Joan first to the ring in the corner. 49 seconds left in the penalty to Brown. Joan will take her time. She's got Russell and Riley Chapman. Joan drops to Russell. Russell then drops to Riley Chapman. Russell picks it up again. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Good shot by Russell on the reset, but Russell having all kinds of problems with the skates. Might have to take a trip to Old Adrenaline Source for Sports after this one. Resurge over two lines. Lister comes back to gather. 18 seconds in the penalty to Brown. Lister looks at options. She's going to find Riley, and Lister gets on her horse. And she gains the blue line. So great give and go by Riley, Chapman, and Lister. The speedy Lister, it's always a good move for her to join the rush and gain that zone. Lister heads off for a change. Chapman up to Heisler. Good stick check by the Resurge center. And Brown comes out of the box. And we're back to 5-on-5. Radford in a battle at center here with her player. Resurge. Oh no, and a good job by Shepard. Shepard, good anticipation. She picks up the ring. Up to her. Radford skates it over the blue line, and it's going to be Resurge ring at center. All right, 4-1 Dinos. 11 minutes left to go in the game. Good stick by Katie Chapman on the weak entry attempt by Resurge. Radford, sure not to force anything to center there, so she throws it down the ice. Not a bad play by Radford there. Shepard back to pick up the loose ring in the neutral zone. Shepard, good job by protecting the ring there by Shepard. Engelson off the foot of Matiso and goes into the goalie crease. Goalie throws high. Engelson comes on the back check. Resurge to center. Missed stab, but Katie's there to pick it up. Katie Chapman. She finds Matiso. 25 seconds on the shot clock, so lots of time here. Lots of time. Back pass by Matiso. And Resurge come away with it. Resurge goes across the ice. Elvie there to make the save. Kuzler. She's got two players on her. She's going back D to D with, I believe that's Hardy in the corner. Hardy goes back to Kuzler. Great ring protection by Kuzler. She's all tied up in the pretzel down there. The ref blows the whistle. And it's going to be Resurge ring offensively. So all 5 Dino players go out for a change. And with 9:39 left in the second half. Good block by Tilford on the free pass shot attempt by Resurge. Tilford behind the net. She's got 2 players on her. Tilford up to Brown. Brown, good call by Lister, but an even better stick by the Resurge defender. Resurge up to center. They gain the blue line. Resurge up top. No shooting lane. Good job by Lister and Tilford. Good job by Russell to jump on her player. The ring comes up to center to Stevenson. Stevenson back to Russell. Russell with the ring. Tilford will head off for a change. Out comes Riley Chapman. Riley Chapman playing center this half. Hardy heads back to D. So you've got Stevenson's outside shot misses high and wide. Chapman first to the ring. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Resurge goalie. Great man on coverage there. Might be a lengthy 5 seconds. But the ref decides to let him play. Radford. She's in a battle. Tripped up there by Resurge. No call. Stevenson comes away with it. Gotta admire Resurge checking all over the ice. They are relentless checkers and really good man on coverage. Stevenson, she's got Brown way down low. Brown with nothing but time all by herself. Brown, good kick save by the goalie. One of those things when maybe you have too much time to think about it on the breakaway. Never, possibly not a good thing, but Brown with a ton of time, but a good pad save by the Resurge goalie. Good kick save by Alvey at the other end. Resurge forward, a little too eager to get the ring, and she goes in the crease. Alvey will pick up. She'll throw a little Riley Chapman. Heiser, the speedy Heiser, up to center. Overskates the ring with Joan over the blue line. She picks it up. Joan, she's going to take her time. She's got her shot, hits the blocker, the Resurge goalie. The Resurge goalie throws high. Kuzler, great stick check by Kuzler. Joan, back to Kuzler. Kuzler joins the rush, 25 seconds. Trip coming up. Good job by Kuzler. She keeps those feet moving. She's going to draw the penalty. So Joan, in a battle with 2 on checkers there. Resurge will touch the ring. And Dinos are headed to the power play with 7:08 to go in the second half. Great job by Kuzler to keep those feet moving, draw the penalty, and Dinos off to the power play. So Hardy and Kuzler defensively, they'll be on the ring at line. Matiso, Engelson, and Chapman, Katie Chapman, will start the power play for the Dinos. I think they put it up on the Dino side, but they changed it to the Resurge side. All right, Matiso with the ring. Matiso, good try for Weasel, backdoor to Katie, but it's intercepted by Resurge. Engelson, excellent checking. She's going to find Chapman in all along. Chapman can't handle the ring. She's tripped up. Resurge comes away with it. Engelson touches it both sides. Tough to argue right in front of the camera. And it'll be Resurge ring at center. So I'd like to take this time and wish U19 AA good luck in the ESO Golden Ring final. Not sure the name of the team, but Adam McKnight's team, I believe it is in the final at 2:30. The ESO Golden Ring final at 2:30 against Zone 2. So one of the Calgary AA teams through to the final. All right, Kuzler in a battle. She comes away with it. Up to Matiso. Matiso to Engelson. Engelson will slow things down. Oh, drives around her player. Engelson with 1 goal on the day today. Protects the ring, drives around her defender, gets a good shot on net. Lister She touches it on the other side of the blue, so she's got to wait for Chapman to come back to touch it. Russell, down low to Engelson. Engelson first to the ring. She's bothered by one player, two player. She's going to have to get rid of it. Throws it away. Not sure what the goalie ring play was there. Maybe it was goalie throws high. Lister tries to anticipate, but Resurge come away with it. .27 seconds left in the power play for the Dinos. Low pick set, but Lister sees it. Brown comes away with it. She's going to throw it up, but Resurge finds the loose ring and gain the zone. 10 seconds left in the Dinos power play. 5:16 left in the game. Dinos leading 4-1. Oh! And the backhand beats LV high over the blocker. Shorthanded goal. So the Resurge player showing some good strength. Outmuscles the Dinos triangle. And gets a shorthanded marker. 4-2 Dinos. With 5:10 left in the period, in the game rather. Dinos are going to have to be sure to finish strong right to the end. Bradford. She's got the ring. She's going to throw it deep to Stevenson. Stevenson doesn't make the stab. And Resurge comes away with it. Tilford back to center. She's in a battle. Stevenson down to Brown. Brown, good job handling that hot ring. Wobbling and bobbling all over the place. But Brown comes away with it. She puts on the brakes. She's going to find Tilford high. Shepard's there to back up Tilford. Shepard down low to Stevenson, or to Brown. The ring rolls up Brown's shaft and can't get a clean shot away. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Brown. Ref, as always, in the way today. Brown's going to have to try and fire it on net. Reset. Dinos get called to the reset. So if the official could just take maybe 4 steps backwards, it would make it a little bit better even for both teams. Not trying to say that sounds biased, but has an effect on both teams offensively. All right, ring goes out of play. And it'll be Resurge ring. Resurge going to call a timeout. 4 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second. So with the Dinos lead of 4-2, Resurge elects to call a timeout. So all games for the Dinos important coming down. I'm not even going to say the home stretch. We're not there yet, but provincial playdown implications, which my understanding is now being held. No, provincial's being held at Lethbridge is what I'm hearing, as opposed to Airdrie. Not sure how playdowns work, but every point, every win, every loss important coming down with probably 10 to 12 games left here in league play. All right, Kuzler with the ring. Dinos player, Hardy tripped up. Kuzler, she's going to throw it over the blue line. Joan there, she's in a battle with her defender. You know Resurge is going to abandon all triangle and all man on. They need that ring. Chapman at the top. She goes over to Heiser, finds the up. Oh, and the goalie on the bench, and Heiser hits the post on the empty net. So good heads up play by Heiser to recognize the goalie was on the bench. Goalie ring, so we're going to have to watch that on the broadcast here. Why is that coming to center?
They called for it, I think.
Did they call for it? Okay, so 3:18 left in the second half. Dinos up 4-2. Resurge, they gain the zone. Russell, oh, good job by Russell to find the loose ring. She's got 2 players on her. She finds Lister. Lister puts it down to Matiso. Matiso to Engelson. No triangle being played by Resurge. Matiso loses the ring. Resurge to center. Goalie comes out halfway to the bench. She's waiting for Resurge to gain the zone. Now she jumps on the bench. Resurge go 4 in. 2:45 left in the second half. Lister outmuscles her player. Now Lister's tripped up. Lister draws the penalty. That is just solid, hard work by number 14. Couple plates aside on the squat rack at home for Lister. Using those legs. Fights off a couple checks. Keeps those feet moving. Draws the penalty. An ill-timed penalty for Resurge. Down 2 goals, but Dinos happy to go to the power play with 2:36 left in the game. Matiso tries the shot, doesn't get through. Engelson picks up the loose ring. Katie Chapman, bothered by the defender. As I said earlier, Resurge will have no triangle here, being down 2 goals and especially down a player. Matiso overskates the ring. Chapman will find it. Chapman drops to Engelson. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Engelson will find the loose ring. Now she's still in a battle. Dino's going to get called for the shot clock violation. But that's okay. We ate up a little bit of the clock. 2 minutes left in the game. Minute 20 left in the power play for the Dinos. Chapman at the top. Radford down low. Tilford off the bench. She'll pick it up. Tilford with speed behind her net. Tilford tries to go over the blue line, but a great job by Chapman to come back for the ring. Goalie goes to the bench, but the ref, the one official that we have today, states the goalie's not on the bench in time, and the Resurge player's a little too eager to join the play, so it'll be Dino's ring. Tilford to Hardy. Hardy down low to Brown. Brown with all kinds of time down there. She skates away from checks. Minute 20 left in the game. 45 seconds left in the power play. Kuzler steps up. Good job by Kuzler. Kuzler betting on herself, saying, I can get there first. She drops to Tilford. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. 26 seconds left in the power play. Tilford to Brown. Dino's happy to just chew up a ton of time here. 56 seconds left in the game clock. Tilford. Down low to Stevenson. Stevenson's shot hits the net and a good reset. Brown. Down low to Stevenson. Stevenson outweights the goalie. Can't get the shot off. Resurge goalie will pick it up. 38 seconds left in the game. All right, Resurge penalty is now over. So 5-on-5 Ringette. Goalie heads to the bench. 25 seconds left in the game. Goalie on the bench. Resurge will go 4 in. 20 seconds left. Tilford at the top. Kuzler and Hardy and D playing D. Kuzler applying all kinds of pressure. 7 seconds left here. Great stop by Alvey. Alvey with a great stop. 2 seconds left. Hardy with the ring. She's tripped up, but that doesn't matter. And the buzzer